Yeah. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me since my brother died, my mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red, ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang, marriage shit, it's how we music, nigga.
Fuck all you hoes. Get a grip, motherfucker. Yeah. This album is dedicated to all the teachers that told me I never amount to nothing. To all the people that lived above the buildings that I was hustling from that called the police on me when I was just trying to make some money to feed my daughter. And all the niggas in the struggle. You know what I'm saying? It's all good, baby. It was all a dream. I used to read Word Up magazine. Salt and Pepper and Heavy D up in the limousine. Hanging pictures on my wall. Every Saturday, rap attack Mr. Magic Molly Mall. I let my tape rock till my tape pop. Smoking weed and bamboo, sipping on private stock. Way back when I had the red and black lumberjack with the hat to match. Remember rapping Duke? The hard. You never thought that hip hop would take it this far. Now I'm in the limelight cause I rhyme tight. Time to get paid, blow up like the world's trade. Born sinner, the opposite of a winner. Remember when I used to eat sardines for dinner? Peace to Raw G, Brucey B, kicking free. Funk Master Flex, Love Bug, Star Ski. I'm blowing up like you thought I would. Call a crib, same number, same hood. It's all good. And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let them hold you down. Reach for the stars. You never know what that's happening. 'Cause you're the only one. I
made the change from a common thief to up close and personal with Robin Leach. And I'm far from cheap. I smoke skunk with my peeps all day. Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. The Moet and Alizé keep me pissy. Girls used to diss me. Now they write letters cause they miss me. I never thought it could happen, this rapping stuff. I was too used to packing gats and stuff. Now honeys play me close like butter play coke. From the Mississippi down to the East Coast. Condos in Queens, Indo for weeks. Sold out seats to hear Biggie Small speak. living life without fear, putting 5 carats in my baby girl ear. Lunches, brunches, interviews by the pool. Considered a fool cause I dropped out of high school. Stereotypes of a black male misunderstood. And it's still all good, And if you don't know, now you know, nigga.
You know very well who you are. Don't let them hold you down. Reach for the stars. You gotta go, but not name. Cause you're the only one. I'll give you good and good.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. 50-inch screen, money green, leather sofa. Got 2 rides, a limousine with the chauffeur. Phone bill about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. And my whole crew is lounging, celebrating every day, no more public housing. Thinking back on my one-room shack, now my mom pimps an act with minks on her back. And she loves to show me off, of course. Smiles every time my face is up in the sauce. We used to fuss when the landlord dissed us. No heat, wonder why Christmas missed us. Birthdays was the worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty. Damn right I like the life I live, cause I went from negative to positive.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me? Knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
Yo, shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all know this is matter of fact, it's yeah, you know what? It's not even a sad day. If you're from Brooklyn, everybody should be happy right now. Me personally, I went to school with Big when I got kicked out of Boys and Girls High School. So I had the privilege of being around him and Ms.Wallace. May she rest in peace. I'm gonna tell y'all a story later on about the night when they was going to the Rosedale. Shout out to Little C's, man. Shout out to Little C's, man. Shout out to C Gutter, my nigga Damien D Rock, you know what I'm saying? C Gutter, y'all know him as Seif. If y'all really know him, was outside a little longer time ago. Before he was C Gutter, he was Seif. You know what I'm saying? That's when Big said, don't you know my nigga Gutter fucking kidnapped kids? Fuck them in their ass and toss them over the bridge. That's what he was talking about. That's what he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? But we got to do one. I had to do this. I had to do this. I had to do this for Big. I had to do this for this beautiful lady right here that I had the privilege of meeting one time. Only one time I was around this woman. And I'm telling you, all jokes aside, that's why when I heard this one, it kind of hurt me. But then again, I kind of like got to rejoice because one day I will be just like Big, because this woman right here, from the time that I was around her, that little hour and a half and the 2 hours I was around her, she reminded me of this woman right here. And if y'all don't know who this is my beautiful mother, Miss Sharon McLeod. May she rest in peace. If y'all hear me crystal clear, anybody but a dead body, do me a favor and put the dice cubes up for me before I can get into this. Shout out to everybody that's in the chat, that typed into the chat. Everybody that's coming through. Appreciate y'all. You know, intelligence over ignorance over here. It ain't nothing but love. All jokes aside. Any type of bad energy, we don't want that over here. If y'all hear me crystal clear, let me know. Appreciate you, Angie, baby. is in the building. Y'all know I'm feeling better. I got a little more wind. She's been a member, the longest member with Team Guardian. Shout out to Angie, baby. 15 months. She's been holding me down over here. Thank you, Annette, for letting me know. Get to the top and get into these shout outs right quick before we get into the show. We got the ladies at iTop, the Russian princess, Miss Bori. Shout out to them. Shout out to the godmother, Team Guardian, Miss Always a Queen. She said, rest in peace to Ms.Wallace. We got Miss Annette up in the building. Rest in peace, Miss Wallace. Finally reunited with your baby boy. We got that girl, Lola Montana. She said, flying high, Miss Wallace. May your soul get the rest it so deserves. Ash Queen Dice. I'll be in and out. Be safe, be kind, and be positive. We got my guy GP on the tool. He here. We got my guy Brooklyn shit, Big Jamal in the building. Salute. I seen you on Jockey Comments for the song that he gave me to play over here for one of the intros. He said, y'all saw that shit on Big Daddy shit? We got City Boy Floyd. Albany and St. Mark's, real Brooklyn shit in the building. Y'all know Angie, baby, is in the building. We got one of the elders, one of the OGs, one of my childhood friends. So glad my guy is home. Matter of fact, Frank Boo, I talked to Dello. He said he glad you home, boy. Dello sends his love. You know, Deli and Callo, he in California, living, and he always watching. He was up here on the show. We did a little DCEP tribute, you know what I'm saying? I think I'm one of the only ones that really brought my OG up here, you know what I'm saying? For real, we got DMW shots in the building. Y'all already know for the photography and all that, getting him. If you want to see a little bit of road rage, make sure you check him out in the afternoon when he's going to work. We got my sis Harley in the building. Appreciate you for pulling up. I know y'all was coming out for this. We got Miss Cassandra Levi in the building. I appreciate you, sis, for pulling up. We got the guard 20 twin. He said, consider the fool because he dropped out of high school. Who else we got up in here right quick, y'all? Who else we got up in here right quick? You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody for pulling up tonight. I think I got a pretty good show for y'all. Hope everybody having a good day. I had a hell of a day at work. Really good day because this work was kind of, you know, I was out with the flu last week. Then it was fucking my bronchitis this week. So today is Friday. Even though I got to go to work tomorrow, y'all, I'm not even upset because Monday wasn't good. Tuesday was a little better. Wednesday was all right. It was all Thursday because of the snow. But today, you know what I'm saying? I'm getting my breathing back and all that. So, you know, appreciate everybody for pulling up in the building. I know y'all heard what went down. So I'm going to give it to you from the news point of view first. And then we're going to get into some things because I got to talk about this. You know what I'm saying? I got to talk about this. I got to talk about this. Rest in peace to Big, man. Shout out to Ms. Wallace. Let's go.
His mom, Valletta Wallace, has died at the age of 72. Valletta passed away on February 21st at home in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania, according to the Monroe County coroner, per TMZ, who also confirmed Biggie's mom died of natural causes after spending her final days in hospice care. The former schoolteacher, Valletta, made her own name in the hip-hop community, raising Biggie, whose real name is Christopher Wallace, as a single mother in Brooklyn after his father walked out on the family in 1974. Biggie was murdered in a drive-by shooting on March 9, 1997, after leaving a Soul Train Awards after-party. After her only child's death, Valletta spent the last 28 years fighting for justice for her son's murder and overseeing his estate, which is reportedly worth $160 million. In the 2009 movie about Biggie titled Notorious, she was portrayed by Angela Bassett and served as producer on the film. In 2020, Valletta celebrated her son's induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, telling Billboard at the time, quote, "Today, I'm feeling great. As a mother, I'm extremely proud of his accomplishments. You know, I still see such a young man at a young age, and sadly, he's not here to witness all this. But it's an astute honor, and as a mother, I'm just elated for that."
Yo, shout it out to Miss Wallace, man. Give me a second right quick. Yeah, I got a little surprise for y'all. Shout out to everybody that's pulling up in the building. We got my guy 050 Kanan up in the fucking building. Salute, my guy.
Appreciate you for pulling up. We know we had to do it for Brooklyn. Kane and the Fishery, definitely from the town, definitely from the old Brooklyn. Shout out to the whole Kingston Avenue. You dig what I'm saying? If you know, you know. Shout out to Flight Martise and all them guys. Rest in peace to the great half a mil. I think I got one for y'all tonight. You know how I do things. You know.
Shout out to the God Frank Boo. I found this flick. Keith, I see you in the building, girl. I found this flick. Shout out to the God Frank Boo. You dig what I'm saying? Y'all always see the NY hat, and he don't look like he looked back in the days. We all got older and got bald heads, you know? That's the stress that got that hair away from us. But we still here. But this is the old flick right quick. If y'all really know Frank Boo, and y'all know this time, you dig what I'm saying? Yo, Frank, check this out. Look what I found, beloved. Boom! Yo, Frank, how old you was in this flick, beloved? Frank got 2 4-finger rings on, got the big flag on, got the crazy, all that Ralph, y'all. That's a train. That's Brooklyn. That's the general right there, Frank Boo, a young flick. I'm so glad he's home, y'all. I'm dead serious. I'm glad he's home. 1, 2, Freddie, salute. I see you in the building. I got a story to tell. Rest in peace to the great Biggie Smalls and his mom's Violetta Wallace. Strong woman died. I'm like, she remind me so much of my mom's because, yo, coming up right now as a single mother, I know it's hard, but I'm talking about, I was born in 72. Big was born in 73, right behind me. You dig what I'm saying? It was kind of fucked up in Brooklyn. His mom's, shout out to Ms. Wallace. Shout out to Ms. Wallace because she was a school teacher. Went to work every day. Frank Boo said he was 16 in that flick, y'all. Woo! And in them times, y'all, I'm going to be funny. I'm going to be as real and as frank as I could be. In them times, back in the days, you could not be walking around like that without something happening to you if you wasn't somebody. These is facts. Back to Ms. Wallace. Strong woman. Everybody done seen the movie with Big. Unfortunately, his father wasn't ready, how could we say it, to be a father at the particular time. And another reason why, quote unquote, this kind of resonates in my heart a little bit, because seriously, it just reminds me of my mom's and my pops. I told y'all I started going to therapy in 2021 just to get some shit straight with my mind, because shit was starting to bother me. It was shit that I was just confusion, my whole way of thinking. And then therapy helped me so much. I'm gonna keep it funky, y'all. Therapy helped me so much. It helped me understand at least what was triggering my actions today. A lot of stuff that we went through as children. A lot of shit we went through as children, watching our parents struggle, watching our parents fight, watching our parents throw parties, watching our parents sniff coke, watching our parents smoke weed, watching our parents drink. Because you remember back in the days, we said this before, when our parents threw parties, all the kids were supposed to be in one room. And when we was in one room, if you was coming up around the time I came up, I'm 52 years old, our parents told us, if one of y'all come out that motherfucking room, y'all tell me the rest if y'all was there. If y'all was really there, what your parents used to tell us back in the day, stone to the bone, salute, beloved, I see you. What did our parents tell us? If one of you motherfuckers come to that door, what happened? the whole goddamn room gonna get beat. I'm the only one who went through that? You mean tell me nobody else in their parents was partying? Oh, my fault, Angie. Thank you, Angie. Oh, thank you, Annette. My fault. My fault. My fault. I thought I was bugging the fuck out. I thought I was oh, my fault, Keish. Keish, you know I thought I was bugging the fuck out. I thought I bugged out for a minute. On the fact, my mother told me, if you come out that room, we gonna kill you. One of you niggas better be dying if you open the fucking door. Now check this out. My therapist helped me understand something. My addiction. Marijuana. I never remembered what got me interested in marijuana. Maybe I could tell y'all a story how y'all may have got addicted to marijuana, or maybe a little book of sugar, or some beer, or some alcohol. Because when our parents threw these parties, remember the kids, we was the ones that was told the next morning, you better clean that goddamn living room up, clean my dining room up and the table, and then you can go outside to St. John's Park and play basketball. But then my cousins and them that stayed over, remember they left the cigarettes behind in the ashtrays. Remember they left the joints behind in the ashtrays? Remember they left the cans of beer on the table? Remember they left the shots of alcohol? Let me tell y'all what started my curiosity or my interest in wanting to drink or smoke cigarettes or drink some Hennessy. Because remember when they had them parties, a lot of times our parents back in the days had rooms with red lights. Remember that? The red light? And when we walked through here, remember we smelled that marijuana? We was like, what the fuck is that? You got to go to the bathroom? What the fuck is you in grown people's face for? Get your ass in that bathroom or I'm going to beat your goddamn ass. Now check this out. When we went to the bathroom, all we thinking about is the cigarettes in the ashtray, the marijuana that may be in our parents' hand, shit, the cocaine that was on the table. I don't know where y'all from. I'm just trying to give y'all a little depiction of where I'm from. The alcohol, the music, the fly clothes, the jewelry. And then when we went back to that room, because we were children and we was curious to what was going on, why are they keeping us in the room? I'm going to tell you why they're keeping us in the room. Because Uncle D out there got a funny cigarette in his goddamn hand. They got a bunch of sugar on the table. Remember, we thought that was sugar. Remember that? We thought that was sugar. They got a bunch of sugar. Why are they sniffing sugar? Now, somebody else that was in the room with us, they want to go to the bathroom. Because when they go to the bathroom, their curiosity is engaged by what I just said. Yo, you go to the bathroom now and tell me what you see them doing. And so forth, and so forth, and so forth. So now you got a bunch of kids in a room that's supposed to be eating hot dogs and cake, wondering what the fuck is going on. See, now check this out. Over the weekend, when we got up that next morning, we took them cigarettes and we lit them cigarettes up because it gave us our first high, our first head rush. Remember, they told us to pour the alcohol and the beer out. We didn't pour that shit out. We drunk it. I'm going to take it back a little more deeper. When I got to smoking marijuana, this is when I was going to IS 390, Maggie Lena Walker, Sterling Place between Troy and Albany. Best weed spot I've ever known, Schenectady and Sterling. Big up to Crichton. Big up to Barry. Big up to the Gully Man crew damn. Funland, if you really know what you're talking about. Little weed spot, second King of Kings, Bergson, Rockaway and Rutland, Lafayette and Broadway. Let me stop. So now, over the weekend, when we get to school, we telling our friends, yo, guess what my moms and them was doing? Now we buying loose leaf cigarettes, y'all. We're grown now. I'm smoking cigarettes. My man said, yo, you ain't never smoked no weed? Never smoked no weed and fell in love. But when you was young and trying to act grown because of curiosity, wanting to know what our parents was doing, what was the expectations? Why were they indulging in these things? Oh, we got a little buzz. Well, check this out. If you got 250, I got 250. We can get a nickel bag. And back then, a nickel bag gave you 3 motherfucking Phillies or White Eyes. So a curiosity that was developed with us when we were watching our parents have fun, be adults, is the reason why a lot of us became addicted to certain drugs. Don't forget where y'all heard that at.
You can't play both sides, you niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told. Like, what I gotta do to make you niggas rhyme? Like, I'm ready to kill when the kind of minds be cautious. I'm dealing with more sticks than a porcupine. Quill spines, whatever you wanna call them. Yeah, plus my little mama, she a trap queen. Doggy when she mixed with that Fetty, give him a wop lean. It was a whole lot of cars when there was stimmies round. We going over a year and half you niggas down. All these expensive clothes like was that smart? Now they uploading their clothes on the Poshmark. Switch, baby, careful with this. I mean, it's bitch sharp. One across, one down the middle, look like a chrome heart. Damn, I'm always outside. I'm like, high from who? Gotta put your car on skates. You think you sliding through? I help build my niggas. This ain't Legos. Protect the fan by any means. I be Diego. Yeah, tiger to you niggas. I'm an animal. It's a jungle where I'm from. What y'all wanna do? You can't play both sides. You niggas gotta choose. Niggas out here being tough until they make the news. Mama said her son ain't hurt nobody. The streets said her son was catching plenty bodies. If you accept these charges, then please hold. In every hood, it was a nigga that was tough, and he still told.
You see what Keith said? They thought they were protecting us, but they really messed us up. But you know why I don't blame my mother or father, and why you should never blame your mother or father? Whether you had a good life, a horrific life, a hard life, you know why? They gave you life. And honestly, a lot of parents, this is where some people fuck up, blaming their parents for what they don't know. A lot of parents don't know how to be fucking parents. Especially with the first or the second. There's people today right now having kids. They don't know how to be parents. Ain't no motherfucking booklet. It's a bunch of pamphlets that can tell you certain scenarios that can make you try to think what you should do if something would happen. But that's not actual experience in being a parent. And being a parent, especially when we came up. Let me tell you a story about Big. I got kicked out of Boys and Girls High School. It was a dean by the name of Mr. Frank Jackson. Bald-headed dude. He had a military mustache. He was in the army and all that shit. Now that I think about this shit, I feel so bad because of, how can I say, the lack of motivation that was in my heart pertaining to school. Because where we from, the gangsters was the motherfucking rich niggas, the heroin sellers, the crack dealers, not the people that was going to school. So that was the first part. We all products of our environments. That's the first part. I'm from Utica Avenue, 17 Utica Avenue, the B46 bus stop. The minute I come out that motherfucker, if I go left or right, it's showtime. I came up with the Johnny Greenleys, the Studs, the Fred McIntoshes, my uncle, the Ice Waters before he fell, the Johnny Greenleys, the Country Jameses, the Sun Guards. Yo, we grew up, man, I know my nigga Stud, this nigga had more motherfucking crap than me. Nicaragua. We knew it was a dude by the name of Dobbs. He had an SL 400, like an 89, a big one, aqua green. Johnny Greenlee's son, if y'all know, his name is Botch. He got shot in the back of his neck on Saratoga. He was Big Daddy Kane's bodyguard, still living. These the type of niggas I came up under. I came under the JCs and Albany Projects. The Divines, rest in peace. The 10 boxes. You know? The Fats, the Frankies, rest in peace from Albany Projects. The Pooches, the Ring Dogs, the Raheems, rest in peace. I really am friends with DJ Scratch. My friend is the best fucking DJ in the world. Facts. Let's get back to Big. TT, I see you. I came to lunch. I came to school late. Supposed to be in school at 8:40. This is about 9:30. Rest in peace to Mr. Frank Mickens. If you come to school on time, if you're in class before, if you're in that building for 8:40, you don't have nothing to worry about. But if you're late, you had to go to the entrance on Schenectady and Herkimer. This particular morning, the motherfucker. Went to Smurf Village first. Shout out to my man standing there. Smoked about 4 blunts. This is the fucked up part. I live on Utica and Prospect. Boys and Girls High School is on Utica and Fulton. A 7 to 10 minute walk. I leave my house right after my mother. My mother leaves 6:45, 7 o'clock. Getting on that train going to Saxon Avenue. 7:05, I'm at the corner store getting a goddamn coffee or a hot chocolate and a butter roll heated with jelly. I'm on motherfucking Fulton in Smurf Village by 7:20, 7:30. So I have over an hour to smoke weed in Smurf Village Projects with my mans in them and go right across the street to school to be there by 8:20, 8:30, or 8:40. But not me. Not me. You know, they had us fucked up with the hookie parties and all that bullshit. Mr. Jackson was doing his job. So if Mr. Jackson ever watched this show, I apologize, man. Mr. Jackson was doing his job. I was arrogant, acting like I ain't have to listen to him. He was like, yo, I need y'all in a straight line. He said, if y'all gonna come to work, come to school when you're supposed to, you won't have to go through this because it was freezing. I'm cold as a motherfucker. As we come to get up there, you got to sign your name in. I went to sign my name and I knocked the table. I did that on purpose, on some aggressive shit for no reason. I just did the shit just to try to insult him and his authority. What he do? That nigga grabbed me. When he grabbed me, I swing. Boop, bop, boop. When I hit him, instead of me running back out the door, I try to run to the entrance in the middle of Fulton Street. And the security guards held my ass, and them niggas escorted me out of that motherfucker. Them niggas expelled me from Boys and Girls High School. They was gonna send me to a school, Street Academy. Never forget this. My moms was so disappointed. She used to always say this, I didn't raise you like that. When she takes me to Street Academy, and this is supposed to be an advocately dangerous school, you dig what I'm saying, or bad school, or the worst of the worst kids. When she take me to Street Academy, I'm so embarrassed to say this, the minute we got in there in the principal's office, they said, we're not taking it. Straight A student, B- student, but they said when it came to my attitude, they didn't need it in their school. So if they would have never kicked me out of or wouldn't have allowed me to go to Street Academy, it's another school, a vocational school. I think it's still on. You know what? It's not on. It used to be called Vanguard. It was on Fulton Place between Kingston and Tompkins and Troop. Vanguard in big letters. This is what it was. We went to school one week, and then they placed us in jobs. The reason why they accepted me is because of my academics. This is where I met Biggie Smalls. I'll never forget it. Big was just like me. It was a weed spot by the name of All My Children. If anybody was outside, Canaan, am I lying? It was a weed spot by the name of All My Children, directly on Kingston and Fulton. Every morning, me, Big, the dude by the name of Perry, they call him Light from Notion Avenue. He got a little brother named Baby. We all in there playing millipede and smoking weed every morning. So Big, he was literally intelligent, but he was embarrassed because of his clothes. You see what Keith said? I graduated from Vanguard, Cycle 18, the law office now, I think. Big was embarrassed because of his clothes, because back in the days, Big was a husky dude, but they didn't have Big and Tall back then. They did not have Big and Tall back then. So his champion hoods, like you see how my sleeve is right here? His champion hoods used to be like this. All jokes aside, not disrespecting Big, I'm just trying to tell the truth. His arms was long. So because of the length of the arm of the champion sweaters and the hoods, his arm was too long. So his wrist was always out. Praise God, I had these problems. So give up for Big and Tall. Big came to school one day. The principal's name was Miss McVeigh. Big came to school late, high as a motherfucker. The man's name was Mr. Terry. We was in his computer class. Big walked up in there rapping because we used to all be in the bathroom. Everybody wanted to be a rapper. Miss McVeigh came around the cubicle and said, Mr. Wallace, number one, how many times do I have to talk to you about coming to school late? She said, the next time that you are late, I'm going to just kick you out of school. Big just looked at her like I'm looking at y'all. And then stood up. He said, yo, you know what? I don't even give a fuck about this shit. And she was like, what did you say to me? Like Big just looked at her because he was like, yo, I don't give a fuck about this shit. He said, you can keep this motherfucking school shit. He said, I'm about to be the biggest motherfucking rapper in the world. And he walked out of that school. All jokes aside, y'all, not 4 days later, I see this nigga on Yo Raps with the song called Parties and Bullshit. Biggie Smalls. Shout out to Joffy. Check out his new work.
Yeah. Lex, the biggest. What we doing? I got a cold, but it's still gonna sound like pussy right now. They calling us the underdogs. I'm thinking like, how's that? Winning and we up for. Pussy niggas fight back. I don't think you like that. Yeah, you let me leave and I'll be right back. You told her you should die, scrap. I promise you I hate rats. Yeah.
They calling us the underdogs. I'm thinking like, how's that? Pussy nigga, check the score. About to bet the house back.
And I don't think you like that. Let me leave and I'll be right back.
I told him I'm finished taking these losses. I done been through a lot. Move watch, you getting shot. Better find a new out. If I don't like a nigga's business, I shake it and dash. Streets don't give me my credit, just take it in cash. We been outside, nigga, we been living. Shit, you ain't no shooter, nigga, you been Simmons. We get to spin into the block, dizzy, heavy gripping. Hop out and strip him with the block and have him skinny dipping.
Fuck that credit, give me cash, cause it be funny business. Right. In my career, off for jazz like I'm Sonny listening. If I jump out this car, let a scalpel whip him. How you acting like you mean when it's only one? I saw my man up, I shot him, now he owe me one. Look in his eyes, he ain't built, wasn't hard to read. Niggas hate when I'm around, cause it be hard to eat. Yeah. Lex, the biggest. What we doing? I got a cold, but it's still gonna sound like pussy. They calling us the underdogs. I'm thinking like, how's that? Winning and we up for. Pussy niggas fight back. I don't think you like that. Yeah, you let me leave and I'll be right back. You told her you should die, scrap. I promise you I hate rats. Yeah.
They calling us the underdogs. I'm thinking like, how's that? Pussy nigga, check the score. About to bet the house back.
And I don't think you like that. Let me leave and I'll be right back.
I told him I'm finished taking these losses. I done been through a lot. Move, watch, you getting shot. Better find a new out. If I don't like a nigga's business, I shake it and dash. Streets don't give me my credit, just take it in cash. We been outside, nigga, we been living. Shit, you ain't no shooter, nigga, you been Simmons. We get to spin into the block, dizzy, heavy gripping. Hop out and strip him with the block and have him skinny dipping.
Fuck that credit, give me cash, cause it be funny business. Made my career off of jazz like I'm Sonny Liston. If I jump out this car, let a scalpel rip him. How you acting like you mean when it's only one? I saw my man up, I shot him, now he owe me one. Look in his eyes, he ain't built, wasn't hard to read. Niggas hate when I'm around, cause it be hard to eat. Suffocate everything, I'ma make it hard enough. The underdogs, I'm thinking like, how's that? Winning and we up for. Pussy niggas fight back. I don't think you like that. Yeah, you let me leave and I'll be right back. You told her you should die, scrap. I promise you I hate rats.
Yeah. They calling us the underdogs. I'm thinking like, how's that? Pussy nigga, check the score. About to bet the house back.
And I don't think you like that. Let me leave and I'll be right back. Yeah. They better make room for the underdogs. Sucker niggas betting against me, I'ma gun them all. Play the bitch, how was that? All I do was ball. First words I learned was money before I learned to crawl. Niggas out here living a lie, they need to stop it. It's in my blood to be real. I shoot them, they out of pocket. Back to back, I took my daughters to shoot like Juju Watkins. 170 to 140, if that's the top.
Marlon Wayne's in the closet with blickies, I got options. Red dot, soon as we spot them, niggas, we got them in the hood like a V6. Well, y'all be dick riding these rappers, that's only decent. Pop back and went pop that, run to the precinct. I did 11 months in the box, they never speak shit. Queens nigga, I bleed this. Rap beefing just for some clout, that's what y'all telling me now. I got some felonies, older than all y'all melodies.
Lamb and lobster for the east, that's how it's supposed to be. Right, I'm on the road, that mean I'm out the way. 15 for the piece, I got.
Y'all go make sure y'all get over to Joppy Top Tiger. You sign and make sure y'all subscribe and get down with this thing. Back to what I was saying about Big. The song that he came out with, we thought he was crazy. I'm going to keep it funky with you. If I can get my man Jermaine up here, if I can find my man Jermaine McCullough, you saying Jackie Robinson, that was my D-Sep twin. If I can get my man Jermaine up here, I would let him tell y'all something about a battle that happened between me and Big. But I can't find him, so I won't talk about it. But this is the song that he came out with when he told Miss McVeigh that he was about to be the best rapper in the world. Rest in peace to Biggie Smalls. Let's rock.
I was a terror since the public school era. Bathroom passes, cutting classes, squeezing asses. Smoking blunts was a daily routine since 13. A chubby nigga on the scene. I used to have the tray deuce and the deuce in my bubble goose. Now I got the Mac in my knapsack, lounging black, smoking sacks up in axe and sidekicks with my sidekicks, rocking fly kicks. Honeys wanna chat, but all we wanna know is where the party at. And can I bring my gat? If not, I hope I don't get shot. Better throw my vest on my chest, cause niggas is a mess. It don't take nothing but front for me to start something. Bugging and bucking at niggas like I was duck hunting. Coming out just me and my crew, cause all we wanna do is bullshit, and we party, and 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 bullshit. Hugs from the honeys, pound from the roughnecks. See my man say that I knew from the projects. Said he had beef, asked me if I had my piece. Sure do, 222s in my shoes. Holla if you need me, love, I'm in the house. Roman stroke, see what the honeys is about. Moet poppin', hope poppin', ain't no stopping. Big Papa, I'm a bad boy. Niggas wanna front, who got your back? Niggas wanna flex, who got the gat? It ain't hard to tell, I'm the East Coast overdoser. Nigga, you scared, you're supposed to. Nigga, I told you.
Now, rest in peace to Biggie Smalls, man. Shout out to the Russian princess. She back in the building. Shout out to Queen Gigi. I see you in the building. I appreciate y'all for pulling up. When Big left, if it wasn't for my childhood friend, David Cooper, who I always tell y'all about, name Baguettes, the one I showed the video with him and Tiffany Haddish and all that, if it wasn't for my dude, David Cooper, I'd have never got around Big before he passed away. I remember I used to tell Dave that I knew Big, but he disappeared. Like, niggas couldn't find, he was getting money. He was running around with Puff. I thought I was a little rapper. I tried to get around that nigga body. Nigga, get me on something, nigga. But, you know, at that particular time, we couldn't meet up. One day, rest in peace to my nigga M. Dude by the name of Isaac C. Tillman. He had a barbershop on Utica Avenue, 2 houses away from my house. He let us do some internship. Me and a guy named my son after. I'll show him to you right now. If y'all don't remember, this is my childhood friend right here. May he rest in peace. Hold on. Oh, God, I'm going to way back. I can't even get to the thing. My man M. Why does this say? Oh, hold on, y'all. Pardon me. I'm sorry. I went in the wrong back. Well, if it wasn't for Dave, because we had a barbershop, Isaac gave us the barbershop. Unfortunately, Isaac understood we was in the barbershop bugging. So instead of him just leaving the barbershop, he said, you know what? Y'all niggas want this barbershop. Y'all gonna pay this rent. And y'all niggas gonna give me some money every week. What y'all getting out of here? Unfortunately, police kicked it in. Long story. Isaac went up the block to Utica and Sterling. What'd he do? He let me and M come right back under him again. Because he had another barbershop right across the street on Utica and Sterling upstairs. He was like, so you know what you're going to do? Because it was a barber by the name of Dudley. May he rest in peace. He was going to leave that barbershop with Dudley. Him and the guy Dudley got into a misunderstanding, and Dudley walked down to Utica and St. Mark's and started working in the barbershop with the great Chick. May he rest in peace. So this is how all this fell into play. Isaac is upset with Dudley. So what he do? He leave the barbershop to me and him. And what we do? Fuck up again. Fuck up again. Instead of us just taking advantage of the fact that we actually could cut hair and we actually was getting decent money cutting hair. Back then, a regular haircut was $10, $25, $30 if you wanted designs. We knew how to do all that. A simple lineup, that's $8. And everybody was tipping. See, back in the days, this is the era of drug dealers. Where if you say you want $15, $20 for a haircut, nigga leaving a $50 bill, especially if you're putting X's and parts and his name up in his head and all that nonsense. Well, fast forward the story. David runs up in the barbershop one day. Yo, the nigga Big said to bring you to his house. Big said to bring you to his house. I'm like, yo, boy, stop playing with me. Nigga Dave like, nah, son. The nigga said bring you to his crib. So we go to St. James. That's when he's saying on St. James. The same apartment you seen just now, that was his mother's kitchen for real. In the Juicy video, when she was sitting at the table, stressed out, reading the bills, and he was going in the refrigerator, that really was his crib. We come to the crib. I walked through the door. It was him, Klepto, C-Gutter, and Faith Evans hadn't got there yet. When I walked through the door, the first thing he told niggas, yo, this is my nigga Dice I was telling y'all about from Vanguard. This nigga nice. So him and Dave is talking because my man Dave, put like this, what he wanted to be is who he became. His childhood dream was to be a rapper, to be famous. Him and his wife, shout out to him and his lovely wife. They got married on Nickelodeon. He got books out. He got his daughter done wrote a book. His twins is in a movie, in a video with Tiffany Haddish and John Amos, the last video with him alive. So he got an older son that's modeling in California. So everything that my guy wanted, God gave him what he deserved. Make a long story short, we get to the crib, we start talking. The reason why Big wanted me to come to the house that night, because they was having a party at the Roseland. This is the night when Big was sitting, they said, in the crown, in the king chair, when they had on that was the night when they gave him the wrong shoes or whatever like that. Big begged me, like literally, yo, fuck with me. Come with us tonight, come hang out. I'm not gonna say the person's name, it wasn't C, but one of the cats that was over there, he just had a funny vibe on him. He had a funny vibe on him. And I'm like, Big, I don't really fuck with niggas like that, boy. He was like, nah, you good. And come to find out, the dude, man, I never hugged my mother again. The dude that I told him had a funny vibe on him. If you remember the warning video, when he jumped up, it was like a Gucci link with a tiger head. I never forget it, with rubies and the shit. The nigga took the chain from his house. I told him the nigga had a funny vibe. Well, make a long story short, we sitting in the kitchen talking. And he asking me, yo, boy, you still rapping and all that shit? I'm like, nah, I sell crack. And I sell heroin. He said, what? I said, boy, we doing our thing over there. I said, yo, Dirty, tell this nigga what we doing. The nigga face just changed. Like, he just looked at me like, yo, son, come hang out with me tonight, son. And I'm telling him again, no, the door knocked. Faith Evans walking in. She got on a red shimmy dress. It's like a shimmy dress with them shimmy shits, like some old, from like some Harlem Renaissance jets, like some spaghetti strap shit. It was red, it was fly. And she had gold finger waves. Never forget this night. The nigga C's pulls up, brings Big some weed. That nigga Big looked at C's because C's was walking to the door. He was like, yo, Big, I'll be back in about an hour, boy. He said, yo, do me a favor. Nigga C's said, what? He said, yo, do me a favor. He said, what? He said, before you come back, C's, wash your ass.
The streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah. The streets ain't never loved me, yeah.
Streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried. Tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly. My phone, they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger side when they tried to phone me.
Yeah, you know the streets ain't never love us.
Yeah. GD. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me.
Laying up in the hospital bed in ICU. Hit that button like every 3 hours to get those blues, yeah. Laying in the test of pain, I know shit won't be the same. Sipping my stomach, shit don't stop a thing, I'm still a man, yeah. But who gon' be there when you doing time? Can't get no money, so they dropping down, these niggas bitter. And I hope they get the picture, I'm only getting bigger. The top cat out my litter, yeah. Tell you they love you, but they hate you on the low. They hold you back, how they expect for you to grow. I got locked up, ain't said me nothing, but I'm your nigga. My body numb, I got no feelings for you niggas. I'm from what niggas will shoot you right here in these hallways. If you got trust in that loyalty goes a long way. These size 11s, these pussies can't walk a mile in. They hit my cousin with life and he's still smiling. I've been shot, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
I've been stabbed, I've been left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved me.
I've been locked, I got charged for some shit I didn't do, nigga. You know these streets ain't never loved me.
Caught a case, went upstate, fuck the Jakes, nigga. Yeah, you know these streets ain't never loved me. The streets ain't never loved me since my brother died. My mother cried, tears in my eyes bleed red. Ain't no love inside. Streets left me dolly, my foreign they left it holy. Dawn was in that passenger seat when they tried to fold me. Remind me of my gun, that was real shit, this real spit. Rocks I was selling was smacking them, call it Will Smith. I ain't never told and never folded under pressure. Get him Neek was in that ambulance with me, he was on that stretcher. Niggas tried to take my life, I couldn't tell you who. Many men might not make it, I'm here to tell the truth. Me and Job, that's my brother, you know we moving tight. Brown boys fuck with the family and I'ma get them that. This my testimony, solid, all the rest is phony. Merrick niggas come at the fam and send your best opponent. I was stabbed, I was left with a zipper on my stomach, nigga. I know the streets ain't never loved me. He was shot, he was left with a zipper on his stomach, nigga. You know the streets ain't never loved us. Gang.
Shout out again to Ms. Wallace. People saying that she died. Some people are saying 72. I heard 78. They said she died of natural causes. In a hospice, she lived the rest of her life. And this is what I'm saying. If you pay attention to this woman's voice and how she spoke about her son, that's another situation of a person dying of a broken heart. Yes, she may have had health problems, but them health problems were contributed to her missing her child. It's no, the way she spoke about him. The sad part is, till her deathbed, to the day she died, she was always an advocate for her son's death. She didn't care. If you pay attention to the documentaries, that's what I don't understand. It's documentaries out right now that literally show the whole assassination of Tupac Shakur, rest in peace, and Biggie Smalls. And no one yet has been arrested for Biggie Smalls' death. P DIDDY, that has just been set free. He went to jail for killing Tupac. I did a show back in the days called Is Puffy Gonna Tell? What that, a year and a half ago? I did another show called The Curse of Biggie Smalls, Part 1 and 2. Y'all go back and check that work out and leave a comment. I told y'all all this shit was happening years ago. I said, yo, Puff about to go through some vicious and treacherous torment. Keefe D said, I quote, yeah, we fucked up with that situation with Biggie Smalls. He said, but why y'all mad at us? And the nigga that paid us to kill him is from Harlem. So if anybody in here can tell me, anybody in here that could tell me that would want Big dead, pay attention, that would want him no longer alive and is willing to spend money to have him killed. Who had a reason to have him unalive besides Puff? Puff was dead broke. A lot of y'all don't know this. Pay attention. Go back to the Life After Death album. All that money went there. The nigga Puff was upset with the nigga Jay-Z. That's why I think allegedly he pulled him in to get him involved with all that sucker shit, because all them niggas is malice in their heart. The nigga knew Big was about to die. I'm telling y'all this. 2 and 2 is 4 if you got some goddamn sense. Look at Big Life After Death album. SMMGZ, salute, beloved. Look, so let me ask you something. So you mean to tell me Big came up with that concept? Yo, Puff, check this out. I want to be standing next to the back of a fucking hearse for my album cover. Don't y'all see that shit was all a motherfucking marketing plan? I don't fuck with Puff. I've been saying this 100,000 years. I don't give a fuck what you niggas is talking about. You know why I know that nigga was involved with it? Let me tell you why. This ain't no alleged. You can't be happy when your man died where I'm from. Let me explain something to you. Big got killed. Puff flew back to motherfucking New York and released a fucking song, Missing You. Y'all forgot about that shit? He got the choir from fucking Harlem in the boys club. He had Faith on there, that goofy ass bitch. She down with it too. She could eat one too. And Sting. That's where he fucked. Yo, you see how? Yo, let me tell you something about people and God. See, who God bless, nobody can test. Yo, let me tell you something. Back then, Puff was displaying his motherfucking snake ways. How the fuck you got a goddamn song recorded? You got a song recorded? Missing You? You got the whole thing. Yo, we're going to get the motherfucking young boys from the Black Choir. We're going to get Faith. And then we're going to get Sing. But what you dumb niggas did, he sampled Sting. He sampled that nigga and played that shit on TV. That nigga Sting lawyer said, yo, get that nigga on the phone. Sting and them niggas from Australia. That's different gangster shit. Them niggas say, yo, what up, mate? He said, hey, mate, love the album, mate. You know I got you. They said that nigga paid Sting $3,050 a day for the rest of his life. As long as, yo, check this out. For the rest of his life. So if Puff died, his estate got to pay this nigga $3,050 a day for using that fucking sample. That was the first sign God was trying to show the world. That nigga Sting said, yeah, I'm going to come sing with you. Yeah, the nigga Sting said, I'm getting up on the TV with you. I'm going to sing with you and all that bullshit. He said, but I'm telling you, nigga, I can see Sting saying that shit. Australian gangster. I'm talking about koala bear type nigga. Crocodile Dundee. Nigga, you going to pay me, nigga. See, you fucked up. You took my motherfucking song. You took my fucking production. You remixed it. You put it on plastic. And you distributed it and you premiered it. You fucked up. That's just like taking a motherfucking Anita Baker beat. I dare you to take an Anita Baker beat and sample that shit without speaking to her and her family. They're going to take it all. How do you have a song with lyrics and everything? With lyrics and everything. With lyrics and fucking everything. I want y'all to pay attention to this song. I want y'all to pay attention to this song and listen to the words. Listen to the fucking words. This shit is just weird. How did you have this days later? How did you have this song? How did you have this whole shit set up days later after your man got killed? If y'all agree with me, man, put a motherfucking one up in the goddamn chat. Check this out. Listen to the words. Fair YouTube usage.
This right here, tell me what goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock. Me, even though you're gone, we still a team.
That's big. You see how Big just did that? That was big, y'all. Let's go, Ms.Wallace. I swear that was big, y'all. I swear that was big. How did he have this song recorded and everything?
This right here, tell me what goes out to everyone that has lost someone that they truly love. Check it out. Seems like yesterday we used to rock the show. I laced the track, you locked the flow. So far from hanging on the block for dough. Notorious, they got to know that life ain't always what it seemed to be. Words can't express what you mean to me. Even though you're gone, we still a team. Through your family, I'll fulfill your dreams. In the future, can't wait to see if you open up the gates for me. Reminisce sometime. The night they took my friend. Try to black it out, but it plays again. When it's real, feeling's hard to conceal. Can't imagine all the pain I feel. Give anything to hear half your breath. I I know you're still living your life after death.
Every move I make, every single day, every time I pray, I'll be missing you. Thinking of the day when you went away. What a life to take, what a bond to break. I'll be missing you.
It's kinda hard with you not around. Know you in heaven smiling down, watching us while we pray for you. Every day we pray for you, till the day we meet again. In my heart is where I keep you, friend. Memories give me the strength I need to proceed, strength I need to believe. My thoughts big, I just can't define. Wish I could turn back the hands of time.
Ain't no such thing as coincidence, yo. That's an excuse for a sucker. There's no such thing as a coincidence, y'all. I don't give a fuck if it's your family member, your wife, your husband, your son, your daughter, your co-worker. There's no such thing as a coincidence. That shit is an excuse for a sucker, man. Look what Puff going through right now. Like Lola said earlier, at least Ms. Wallace got to see some type of justice. She said, I'm going to tell you. Matter of fact, y'all don't even, I'm going to let y'all hear it in her words, and I'm going to let y'all get out of here. Because she never trusted Puff. She never trusted him. Fair YouTube users, let's go.
And everything like that, like, yo, here, like me carry this shit. Say, all right, motherfucker, I got 5 hours, 6 hours on this thing. Let me see what's in the briefcase. And then at the end of the contract, I was skimming through it. At the end of the contract said, oh, we're going to discuss about you getting your publishing and your marketing back. And I think the contract was for so many years for like 62 million. It comes out to like $62 million.
Fans have commented about this, with one fan saying, everybody knew Big would leave. Big outgrew Puff. Puff gave Big his break, but Puff could never be on the level without Big. If Puff could not have Big, nobody can. Another fan added, remember when Big's daughter said she wasn't invited to the Bad Boy reunion tour? Says, what about Diddy Puff? A third fan wrote, I'd always thought it was weird that Biggie started his label outside of Bad Boy, and whenever he spoke of Puff, it was always about business, not personal like the way he spoke of other people like Jay-Z. Another fan added, Biggie and Diddy definitely weren't as close as everybody thought. Puffy never shows up at any event or tribute related to Biggie or anything. In a separate interview, Gene revealed that Diddy lied to Biggie's mother about not knowing him because he knew that Gene would expose him and reveal what happened on the night of Biggie's death.
Mama, my name, but he told her he didn't know me. Reason he probably did that was because he knew that I was going to tell Ms. Wallace all what happened.
Fans have called out Diddy for pretending to care about Biggie, with one particular fan stating, what's sick is that Puff still to this day acts like he was a good person to Big. I really feel like he set this man up. The same man who helped him get to where he is now. Trust nobody. Another fan added, I find it interesting that Puffy isn't addressing anything Gene is saying. It's been years now. Gene is speaking facts. The third fan wrote, I remember after Biggie died, Ms. Wallace didn't want Diddy to exploit her son anymore. Because back then Diddy was faithfully talking about how much he missed Big and was involved in everything regarding Big, that includes the celebrations, the mentions on social media, just like how Diddy was doing Kim. And Gene is right, all that be propaganda. And I think Ms. Wallace didn't want her son's legacy to be exploited like that anymore. I also think that is why Diddy barely mentions why he didn't go to Big's 50th celebration in New York. Valletta Wallace has spoken about how she believed Diddy.
Now, hold up. Number one, you ain't never went to none of Biggie parties. His daughter, his baby girl that you said was your goddaughter, you didn't give her no acknowledgement. You didn't even invite her to the Bad Boy tour. And you didn't go to Biggie's 50th celebration? Why? If it's something about your man like that, if I had Puff money, if I had anywhere near Puff money, when it comes to my nigga, this what we doing every year for him. Whether y'all niggas is coming or not, it's going to be a fucking extravaganza. Whether you coming or not, whether I'm going to be the only motherfucking there, that's on my mother. If I had Puff money, even though my man M, his name gonna last forever because my son got his name. I named my son after my nigga. It would be an extravagance. What you mean? Anything with my nigga name on it, I gotta be there. Because number one, I gotta make sure, who are you to even put my nigga name on some type of motherfucking flyer? Because niggas knew who my nigga was that'll attract people for, what you trying to use my man for some, who the fuck, it gotta be a nigga like a Wild Bill. A Popeye, you know what I'm saying? A Lenny. Like, it's like, ain't too many niggas can say my nigga name like that. This is facts. Not around me. Me, Popeye, my nigga Lenny. I think that's it. Yeah, it's niggas around me that was around me that got their stories. You know what I'm saying? But that's just like situations when it comes to me being Lloyd Banks and I'm signed to 50 cents. And the niggas around me just trying to be around me because they trying to get the 50 cents. That's how it was with me and him. Niggas couldn't just get near my nigga him like that. Like a lot of niggas had to talk to me before they was even allowed to walk up on my nigga like that. Like niggas knew they couldn't even talk to my nigga like that. He was the coolest nigga in the world. But if he ain't know you or he ain't fuck with you like that, nah, that nigga, his hustle is impeccable. You know what I'm saying? His heart is what led to his demise. You dig what I'm saying? Trusting the wrong people. But shout out to what Ms.Wallace had to say. May she rest in peace, y'all, before I get out of here. Let's go.
Diddy used her son for his personal gains in her book titled Biggie, where she says, "I'm glad my son does not have to witness that the very people that he thought he could ride and die with wouldn't think twice about using his mother. I am glad that he's not here to see how they have used his image and his name. I believe..."
What? Listen to what Ms. Wallace said.
Titled Biggie, where she says, "I'm glad my son does not have to witness that the very people that he thought he could ride and die with wouldn't think twice about using his mother. I am glad that he's not here to see how they have used his image and his name. I believe Sean loved my son after he was dead. I used to tell Christopher all the time not to trust Sean. What's more, Valletta also wrote about how much money he received when he signed on with the label. The truth is, Christopher accepted the illusion of a friend and mentor for about $25,000. That's the amount Puffy lured my son with. That was a lot of money for Christopher back then as a 19-year-old. He had never seen that much at one time in his life," Wallace wrote. "It was enough money to make my son believe that Puffy was ready to do anything for him. It was
You put 25,000 in front of a 17, 18-year-old, 19-year-old kid. You give a 19-year-old kid that's mother has been struggling, school teacher, busting her ass, holding him down. You got 25 grand for me? Oh, me and my mom's is good. Back then, that nigga going to get a big A. For real. And his mom's like about 10. Hold that, mom. Hold that. Just hold that for a second. 25 grand? You crazy? You getting a whip, a big A or a quarter, allegedly, some jewelry, and you're giving your mom some money. But listen to what she said. She said she's glad that her son is not alive to see the exploitation and how it's just a profitable thing pertaining to somebody that he thought and treated like Puff was family. Incredible.
enough to buy a blind love and loyalty. In addition to this, Biggie's mom has criticized how the investigation of her son's murder has been handled over the years, and with good reason. In an interview with the Daily Mail, Valletta said that she hurts every single day knowing that she will never see her son again and that his killer is still at large.
I just told y'all that lady died of a heartache. She said she is hurting every day while she is alive, knowing that her son is not here and the killer has not been arrested. That's what made that woman die.
The matriarch of hip-hop revealed that she and LAPD detectives investigating the murder know who is responsible for her son's death, but a conspiracy prevents the case from ever being solved. I have a very good...
Did y'all hear that shit? I just said, if you watch the documentary pertaining to Big, they literally show you everything that happened. from the fact when people said that the person, the assailant that allegedly shot Biggie Smalls, appeared to be a Muslim, a person of the FOI, a bow tie. They said he was part of the security. At that particular night of that show, it was Muslim security. So that's why they say he blended in. That's why he say he blended in. They say he walked by Big and Puff and them a few times that night. Gene said he made eye contact with him, and it was just something eerie about the dude. Something just eerie about the dude, man.
That idea who murdered Christopher, and I genuinely believe that the LAPD know exactly who did too, she said. They've done their investigation, but they just refuse to move forward. I don't know why they haven't arrested who was involved. It seems to me that it's one giant conspiracy, and someone is definitely being protected somewhere down the line. There's no closure for me until that murderer is behind bars and sentenced. There has been a lot of speculation on Diddy's involvement in Biggie's murder. Some people actually believe that Diddy was the intended target and not Biggie. This speculation was sparked by Gene, who claimed that he has evidence that suggests Diddy was the real target on the night Biggie was killed. According to Deal, Diddy had a hit on him.
Now I'm gonna let y'all hear something that's gonna fuck you up. Listen to this again.
There has been a lot of speculation on Diddy's involvement in Biggie's murder. Some people actually believe that Diddy was the intended target and not.
Listen to that part one more time, y'all.
On Diddy's involvement in Biggie's murder. Some people actually believe that Diddy was the intended target and not Biggie. This speculation was sparked.
Shout out to the Elder Jais in the building. He shot it to me when I was at work, and I gave him my word. He said, yo, Dice, you need to get into this. I gave him my word I was going to do it. If you pay attention to what they just said, one more time.
Sparked by Gene, who claimed bars and sentenced. There has been a lot of speculation on Diddy's involvement in Biggie's murder. Some people actually believe that Diddy was the intended target and not.
You know why I believe that? Because even C said that shit. Puff was supposed to be in the first truck. Not Big. Puff was supposed to be in that truck. Now check this out. Allegedly, Puff gave Keefe D and his associates money to kill Big. I'm gonna tell you another scenario that I heard from some Cali niggas. Puff was so much in debt, allegedly, and he had owed Keefe D and them money from previous times when he was in and out of Los Angeles, because Keefe D and his associates, just like the cat that was in the Denzel Washington movie, the one that allegedly ran over Suge Knight, Suge Knight ran over his man, a Big Blood. Well, him and his associates, just like Keefe D and his associates on the Crip side, do security business when it comes to celebrities, politicians. This is facts. They have legal security companies. So they said Puff was already in debt. This was supposed to be the lineup for Puff. He said she made sure she pressed Diddy for that bread, and she was the son, and she said that her son was due. He gave money to Von Zip from Harlem. Von Zip never gave Keefe D and them that bread. You heard that? That was the lineup for Puff because of that paper he owed him. He put all that shit in the Big album. Puff was supposed to be in that first trunk. How the fuck they knew Big was in the first truck, in the first, on the right side? How they knew that? Because them niggas was supposed to be coming to kill Big. I mean, Puff, that window was up. The whole shit switched off in front of that party because all them alleged people that was involved with it seemed to switch up. Mimi, Pay attention to this, y'all. This nigga's evil. Look at his eyes, y'all. Seriously, pay attention. Look at Puff's eyes, y'all. Nigga's a demon, man. He don't give a fuck about nothing or nobody, man.
Biggie. This speculation was sparked by Gene, who claimed that he has evidence that suggests Diddy was the real target on the night Biggie was killed. According to Deal, Diddy had a hit on him, which was meant to take place after a party at the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles, where Biggie was scheduled to perform. Deal alleges that Diddy's security team received a tip-off about the hit and moved Diddy to a hotel, leaving Biggie behind at the museum. The hitman allegedly mistook Biggie for Diddy and opened fire on his SUV as it left the museum. Deal's claims are not new.
Hold up. Pay attention.
The tip-off about the hit and moved Diddy to a hotel, leaving Biggie behind at the museum. The hitman,
They didn't want to hear that part.
which was meant to take place after a party at the Peterson Automotive Museum. Someone is definitely being protected somewhere down the line. There's no closure for me until that murderer is behind bars and sentenced. There has been a lot of speculation on Diddy's involvement in Biggie's murder. Some people actually believe that Diddy was the intended target and not Biggie. This speculation was sparked by Gene, who claimed that he has evidence that suggests Diddy was the real target on the night Biggie was killed. According to Deal, Diddy had a hit on him, which was meant to take place after a party at the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles, where Biggie was scheduled to perform. Deal alleges that Diddy's security team received a tip-off about the hit and moved Diddy to a hotel, leaving Biggie behind at the museum. The hitman allegedly mistook Biggie for Diddy and opened fire, which was meant to take place after a party at the Peterson Automotive Museum in Los Angeles, where Biggie was scheduled to perform. Deal alleges that Diddy's security team received a tip-off about the hit and moved Diddy to a hotel, leaving Biggie behind at the museum. The hitman allegedly mistook Biggie for...
See? Let me tell you what happened right there. One of them niggas that was down with Keefe called Puff. Because even though Keefe was supposed to be tight with him like that, it was other Crips that was involved with Puff too. And Puff had a few of them niggas in pocket. And one of them niggas said, yo, boy, them niggas coming to get you, boy. And got off the phone with him. He said, yo, man, they coming to get you, man. You see what Keith said? The City College Stampede were all, I think it was 7 people that died. All of them people were hurt in a packed coliseum, in a packed gym that they oversold tickets for. They oversold tickets for. Ain't that some shit? But pay attention. They said Puff was the intended target that particular night. Not Biggie Smalls.
Diddy and opened fire on his SUV as it left the museum. Deal's claims are not new. In fact, Jaguar Wright, a neo-soul singer and former member of The Roots, has also made claims about Diddy's involvement in the death of the rapper. Now
hold up. Before we hear what she got to say, how come everything Jaguar Wright said come to truth? She just said they was going to sacrifice Kendrick Lamar. The sacrifice wasn't death. The sacrifice was the motherfucking attention and the criticism and the scrutiny and the motherfucking heat that's on his back now after that Super Bowl performance. After that Super Bowl performance, let me tell y'all something. That shit might go down as the motherfucking greatest performance ever, man. People in countries like Ghana, Africa, Japan, Caucasian people, they on YouTube doing that They Like Us shit. That shit is taking over the fucking world. That's what she mean by they were going to sacrifice him. That's what she meant by that shit. Number one, he's going to get up there and say the truth. Farrakhan. He spoke about Kendrick Lamar. He said that the direction of music is now gravitating to a more conscious and revolutionary type of flow now. That nigga Kendrick is crazy. We thought Kanye, yo, let me tell you something. Y'all don't be paying attention to shit, man. Y'all make me end this fucking live. Kanye West, he gave me money. Everybody fuck with him. Through the wire. Everybody fucked with him. College kid got into a car after getting a deal, crashed, Had to get his whole jewelry wired. He dropped college dropout. The scrutiny came with it. When we had that unfortunate situation in New Orleans with the levees breaking, where all them people unfortunately lost their lives and was under their homes. Do you remember what Kanye West said when he was standing next to that dude? He said, yo, George Bush don't like black people. He wanted them to die. Since then, he has been deemed insane. That's what I mean by the sacrifice. Kendrick Lamar knows what comes with what he just did with that fucking performance. He know he can be driving to the motherfucking store to go pick up his mother and can be pulled over and a gun could be put on him and niggas say it's his and his life can be taken. Like he said, this, y'all, the revolution will be televised. The revolution in my analytical version of that is, if the revolution will be televised, is like the revolution is being televised now. The revolution was being televised with Floyd Martin. Y'all ain't getting it? The revolution is being televised, but rest in peace to the young man that was just killed by the correction officers I did the show on. All of them just got indicted for murder. This is the revolution being televised, because back in the days, the Revolutionary War couldn't have been televised because it wasn't going to be promoted like that, because it was about slavery. Ain't no motherfucker back then. Now, it is on computers throughout the world how people are sacrificing themselves for what they believe in. Seriously. That's what it came with the sacrifice. That's like Big. He was sacrificed. Puff knew that was the ticket. Life after death. Big gonna die. He showed you that on the album cover. You're gonna die, Big. And now Puff get to live. Y'all ain't catch that shit? Big, you're gonna die. There's gonna have to be a death. It's gonna be life after death. He didn't say, I'm gonna live after I die. That wasn't the name of the album. When I die, I will live. That wasn't the name of the album either. The name of the album was Life After Death. Life could have been anybody in this fucking show. If you had some motherfucking investments in that Life After Death album and Big unfortunately lost his life and that motherfucking proceeds ran through like that, do you know what type of fucking money you got? That's a life for you too. But Puff bet on the death. Puff bet on that death. That nigga said, this body right here, I'm going to win from. First of all, you see what's going on with him right now with the situation, what he came up with, what they did to his father, what he was exposed to. It's fucked up who Puff became, but it's fucked up what he went through to become that. This is what he was taught. Kill or be killed. Abuse or you will be abused. Slivering snake to the top, or a snake will sliver past you. That's fucked up.
Recent interview with the Hip Hop Uncensored podcast, Wright alleged that Diddy had a role in Biggie's murder and that she had heard about it from people who were close to the situation. Jaguar revealed that Diddy had a motive for wanting Biggie dead, as he saw the rapper as a threat to his own success in the music industry. Jaguar also talked about how Diddy benefited off Biggie's death.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25.
Hold on, y'all didn't get this. Y'all pay attention to this shit. Look at that fucking spooky ass picture. Look at that spooky ass picture. So you mean to tell me, y'all, you mean to tell me that Big said, yo, Puff, I want you to put me in like a somewhat of a mortician suit, and I want you to put me in the back of, standing in the back of a hearse. You think that was Big fucking idea? Just look at that motherfucking picture, y'all, right quick. Look at that fucking picture. That's some weird shit. People say, yo, that picture is always giving me the creeps. That's a weird fucking picture for someone to pose for. Everything about that is evil and demonic.
And Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died. It's been over 25 years. Clearly, a Biggie Smalls verse is very valuable. So then what the fuck happened to the commission? What happened to that album? It was recorded. It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death. It was supposed to have came out that summer after Biggie's album because Biggie's album was slated. He died a week and a half before his album came out. Then the commission was supposed to come out, and that was supposed.
That is the spookiest shit I ever heard in my life.
It's been over 25 years. Clearly, a Biggie Smalls verse is very valuable. So then what the fuck happened to the commission? What happened to that album? It was recorded. It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death. It was supposed to have came out that summer after Biggie's album because Biggie's album was slated. He died a week and a half before his album came out. Then the commission was supposed to come out, and that was supposed to be his exit from Bad Boy and then starting his own company. Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he lived. It supported all of Bad Boy.
That's real, yo. The more money you make, the more problems you get.
The Notorious Big was one of the most iconic figures in hip-hop history. His untimely death on March 9, 1997 sent shockwaves through the music industry and beyond, and remains one of the most controversial and mysterious cases in modern history. Biggie was born in Brooklyn, New York in 1972 and quickly made a name for himself in the city's underground rap scene. He signed with Sean Diddy Combs' label, Bad Boy Records, in 1992 and released his debut album.
If a man really hated ads, here's...
Yo, shout out to Fruit. We got Big Fruit in the building. Oh, with the voice of the streets. I see you, beloved. I had to do it for Big. I had to do it for Big. Childhood friend and all that. But like I said, if y'all did not see the show that I did called The Curse of Biggie Smalls, y'all, part 1 and 2, go check it out, man. Go check it out. I'm trying to tell y'all something. Go check it out. If you didn't see the show that I did, when I said, is Puff going to chill or is he going to cooperate? Go check it out. These is shows. These is good shows. This is all the curse of Big. When Big died, and like that song I played y'all earlier, Missing You, how Puff just came along and just choreographed everything perfectly. Nah. He said the commission song by Shine might have a Biggie reference song. Angel, I see you, girl. She said, I'm mad late. Puff know what he did, man. Puff know what he did, man. That's why before Ms.Wallace, may she rest in peace, at least she got a little bit of justice in her heart before she left here. You heard that woman say, quote unquote, that every day of her life while she was alive, she was going to be in pain. She said, knowing that her son's murderer is out there. She said, first of all, if the police told her everything that happened, they show you in the documentary everything that happened. She said she don't understand how come there would not be an arrest. Like she said, there was a conspiracy. You want to hear some funny shit? I saw this somewhere where they said, it seems like a lot of the Black actors and actors, male actors, for some reason, this is what happens. They become wealthy, they become rich, they become rebellious, and then ironically, a few things happen to occur in all. They're pronounced crazy. All of a sudden now they're addicted to some type of opioid, and then this leads up to what? An overdose and death. Or, check this out, it's going to be some type of sex scandal. Look at this, R. Kelly. When I think about that shit, he was fucked up when he was a kid. Did he think he was doing something wrong? No. Was he doing something wrong? Yes. But unfortunately, the women that were living with him, their parents were in agreement with him as long as they were on allowance. Now, check this out. When both of them women became of the age of 18 years old, they decided that their parents should no longer be involved with the financial agreement. So these are parents prostituting their children. So as long as you paying these parents for this money, you don't want to talk about it. But when these parents can no longer receive these funds, first of all, if you say your daughter, if I had a daughter, I don't know how I feel about my son. If you mean to tell me you have a daughter that's missing, you know where your daughter's at. But instead of you by any means, jail, death, on a pursuit to run up in the motherfucking residence to retrieve your child, you go live? You have press conferences? You have rallies? I don't get that. I don't get that. Look at the situation with Aaliyah. Her parents sold her too. Look at the situation with Rashida and Kirk from Love and Hip Hop. Just come to find out, her mom sold her to him when he was 16. She was 16, he was 34 years old. 16 years old, he was 34. Bill Cosby, you mean to tell me all this time, y'all knew that he allegedly raped some women in the 70s? But you didn't decide to bring up any type of charges or try to lock him up until he denounced partnership with a certain ethnicity. And he said that he adamantly had enough money to buy NBC himself. This nigga said he want the broadcast network where he got his claim to fame from. The Cosby, he said, I want to buy that. Some nigga said, you ain't got no 300 and change. The nigga said, yes, I do. It's just like Jay-Z. When people think he's the owner of the Barclay, he's not the owner of the Barclay. He's an owner of the Barclay. He's not the owner. See, the owner and a owner is two different goddamn things. When you are owner, when you the owner, it's yours. When you are an owner, it's me, Keisha's, and Mimi's. We've all put our money into it. So if it was about 312,000, we all put 300 and some change up. So we are owners. Depending on how much put on. If it's equally, it goes down equally. If certain things, well, you know, numbers don't lie. But when them people said, of course, you can buy it, but we need some of that. We need some of that, Bill. Get some of that. You can't get 100%, but you get 70. That nigga said, why am I going to go into partnership with you? You don't have the whole 300 and change for the broadcast network system. Why do I have to go into partnership with you? That's all right. I'm by myself. The minute he hung that phone up from that proposal, from whoever that was, he was deemed. They say, yo, you know what? You're going to jail. For what? For raping a chick in 73, nigga. What? She said they put Dirk Nowitzki in a wig and Tweed Bill. Tell her to get that one. I swore that was a Dirk at first. That is so crazy. Biggie Smalls and his moms, rest in peace to both of them. At least they are finally together. At least they are finally together. And everything deemed on Puff. Everything deemed on Puff, y'all. I hope he receives. Shout it out to Big. I hope y'all got a good night. I got to go to work in the morning. I'm going to let it go with a big classic. I'll make sure y'all stay safe. Let's get into this classic right quick.
Who y'all talking to, man? Check it out. Check it out. This here goes out to all the niggas that be fucking mad bitches in other niggas' cribs. Thinking shit is sweet. Nigga creep up on your ass. Live niggas respect it. Check it. I kick flows for ya. Kick down doors for ya. Even left all my motherfucking hoes for ya. Niggas think Frankie pussy whip. Nigga picture that with the Kodak. Instamatic. We don't get down like that. Lay my game down quite flat. Sweetness, when you park that. Petiteness, but that ass fat. She got a body, make a nigga wanna eat that. I'm fucking with you. The bitch official though. Hit harder than a missile, yo. Try to hit it if she tripping, disappearing like Arsenio. Yo, the bitch push a double O with the 5 in front. Probably a conniving stunt. Y'all drive in front. I'ma peel with her. Find a deal with her. She fuck around and steal, huh? Then we all get laced. Televisions, Versace heaven. When I'm up in them, the shit she kick, all the shit's legit. She get dick from a player off the New York Knicks. Nigga trick ridiculous. The shit was plush. She stressing me to fuck like she was in the rush. We fucked in his bed, quite dangerous. I'm in his ass while they playing against the Utah Jazz. My 112 CD blast, I was passed. She came twice, I came last. Roll the grass. She giggled, saying I'm smoking on homegrown. Then I heard her moan, honey, I'm home. Yep. No chrome for situations like this. I'm up in this broad, I know he don't like this. Now I'm like, bitch, you better talk to him before the fist put a spark to him. Fuck around, shit get dark to him. Put a part through him, lose a major part to him. Arm, leg, she begging me to stop, but the cat getting closer, getting hot like a toaster. A cop's toast, Before my eyes could blink, she screams out, honey, bring me up something to drink. He go back downstairs, more time to think. My brain racing, she's telling me to stay patient. She don't know I'm cool as a fan, gat in hand. I don't wanna blast her man, but I can and I will though. I'm trying to chill though, even though situation looking kinda ill, yo. It came to me like a song I wrote. Told the bitch, give me a scarf, pillowcase, and rope. Got dressed quick, tied the scarf around my face. Broke the bitch up, gagged her mouth with the pillowcase. Played the cut, nigga coming on some love close shit. Flash the heat on him. He stood emotionless, dropped the glass, screaming, don't blast. Here's the stash, 100 cash, just don't shoot my ass, please. Nigga pulling mad G's out the floor, put stacks in the Prada knapsack, hit the door, grab the keys to the 5, call my niggas on the cell, bring some weed, I got a story to tell. Yo, man, y'all niggas ain't gonna believe what the fuck happened to me.
Another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?
science, knowledge, wisdom, understanding. Man, woman, and children. Sun, moon, and stars. Everything exists, has to coexist within. Like I said, another day alive, another day free. Why would I wake up trying to be somebody other than me?